All right, and I'm live after some fun. That was a pain in the butt. My entire computer decided to do a security update, and then I couldn't get my capture card to work. So, but we'll jump right into it. So, just a quick recap of how this normally works. I'm gonna spend about 40 minutes to an hour. Depends on how many jobs there are. Just looking over the different jobs that are being currently offered. My focus is mainly in the customer service, customer experience realm of things. So kind of jump into that and basically looking over different job postings that seem applicable. And what I'll do is, as long as the pay is right and the role seems correct, I usually save it and apply for it off screen. And I do talk about the posting a little bit and things like that. So from here, let's kind of jump right in. And then, and then after that, play some Silent Hill for a bit. Um, yeah, but beyond that, I do have music playing, but not on the stream. So I have the headphones on. All right, so let's just jump into it here. So most of the roles I'm looking for are remote if possible, but if it's close enough to the house, it's something I will look into doing. So let's see here. So this first job, I tend to try and find pay first because obviously I want to apply for something that's, within my where my last job was. So I'm just kind of starting there. So right off the bat, this one is 75 to 90. So we'll just check and see if the roles and responsibilities kind of match that. What I'm not a fan of is when there's like 30 different bullet points and you're like, okay, well, those are the things they're telling you. And it's just like, does that match a $15 an hour job? So you own the customer support queue, okay? So this is reasonable here. Queues, okay. Yeah, so this is right up my alley of things that I do. So let me save this one. I'll come back to it. All right, so now we got job together. And I will call off any red flag stuff that I see. So there's no, so 25 to 30, what does that break out to? Should just have a cheat sheet made of this at the moment. No, we like music loud. It's 40 times 52. 62 a little low. We're gonna skip it for now. Asset watch. So there's no pay that I can see right off the bat, but uh, let's see. Manage multiple incoming streams. Coordinate with internal. So in this case, what I'll do is I'll save this and I'll just come back to it and see if the pay is worth it. Because it's not the worst stuff there. Stay online. Okay. And I don't really care about the description of the company. I feel like, let's be honest, most companies are going to say the same, they're trying to sell themselves to you. So they're going to paint you the perfect picture of what the company looks like. And so what I end up doing is um, I research the company after and just see because they're like Glassdoor is great because there are people that'll go on there and tell you like, oh yeah, this is kind of my experience. I wish there was more of that, but there's no job thing on here. Everything's kind of so we're gonna skip that one. We're not gonna do this real time because I can see the pay is already lower than I'd want it to be. Customer experience specialist, so pay here. So I like to see right away. Great for an entry level, but which is funny because this is senior manager or reports to, and then you're just an experience. So pays a little low there. Low. Oh, skip that one. Okay, this one could be reasonable. So we have 34, 38 times 40 times 52. So that's pretty decent pay. So market competitive benefit. Okay, so this is they're a what do you call it? A headhunter, basically. They're a third party that does this stuff. So I'm not gonna find out much about the company. So I'm just gonna save it. I'll probably apply, but don't expect much out of it. This looks great, but these are always um, it's always something to do with like training AI or something like that. And it is part-time project based, so it's contract. So we're steering clear of those. Chat support associate, support existing users. Okay, troubleshoot issues. So the pay is pretty good for this. Not a ton here. So we're gonna save that one. I'll probably end up applying for that one. BCU. I'm not sure where. So there is no pay on this, but I'm wondering if. Oh, there it is. Oh, no, pretty low. That's low. So talent. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm wondering if I've seen some where basically they're like, you have to provide your own computer, um, which would be crazy, but I'm gonna skip this one for now. So Lake Zurich, I'm not even sure where that is. Pays low. That is way far from. Okay, customer service rep. So this is great. I love this. So description of duties: 90% of the time you're doing nothing, and then 10%. So somebody copy and paste. They need to come and fix this. Have time to just apply to it and say, "Hey, fix your posting." It's kind of funny, but it's also a temp job, so. Any pay on this one? So you're sitting 75 to 100%. You're also standing that same amount, and you've like customer service. So these are all right. We're gonna go to page 2. Got some Goldfinger playing at the moment. So we're on this one. So I think we're gonna skip that. This one, not very much on it. And they're also a third party, and they never got back to me. I think I applied a few jobs on their site, and kind of a joke. That one we're gonna skip. Let's see, escalation specialist at resident. Is there a pay? It's oh yeah, no, kind of low, so we're gonna skip it. It's a funny story about Paylocity. When I was let go from one of the roles I had, I applied to them, never heard back, and then their recruiter reached out to me asking me, I had already found a job, and it's like, I already have a job. And then when I had lost another job during COVID, kind of applied again. They didn't, like, no one got back to me. And then I found a job, and a recruiter finally reached out to me. And it's like, I do wish that recruiters and jobs would move a little faster because, people like I get it. You have like 100 people to look through, but people are applying to hundreds of jobs, and they can't wait for you to figure out like when you decide to come down to if you're gonna do an interview or not. So just a little more sense of urgency from them would be great. Um, like hey, if you want this guy, you should really like push to or do that. AUS seasonal customer. Nope, not seasonal. On site. Yeah. So sounds promising, but you're commission based at best, but in contract. So forget that. So you probably gotta meet. Not doing part time. Representative. Support. Okay, let's see. Pay isn't all that great. So yeah, to that. Oh, I keep meaning to fix my screen because my tag is right over my face, but Four Seasons. We're gonna skip that one for now because I bet they probably. I don't see anything that pays well. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Act Blue. Donor support is temporary. Nope. I'm looking for full time. Non-temp. Healthcare. Always nervous to like decide if I'd want to go into healthcare or not. As far as like, not really. I'm not really healthcare, but more or less like doing things within the healthcare field. So I'm sure it's not fun. I mean, we've all had to pay and deal with doctors and things like that. So I just feel like it would just be, I don't know, added stress that I'm not willing to deal with. Okay, I don't see pay, so we're gonna skip it. U-Haul, I'm gonna skip. Contract center team, remote, Penn Mutual. Just put the pay up at the top. Ooh, pay's good though. 70 to 95. But see here, these are okay. So you have provided leadership, mentor, day-to-day oversight of a team and CSRs. Okay, I mean it was a lead before. Yeah, see, I don't want to do this. So I understand that you have to assess people and rate them and give them performance reviews, but I also feel that it's a little unfair because I think it's all subjective. Um, unless you can put a hard number on something, everything is subjective, and I think we need to come up with a different way of assessing someone's work ability. You know, if they're showing up every day, they're trying, they're doing the work, and but things aren't working out because they have to rely on this team to do things and that team isn't playing nice, or the company made a pivot and they're doing something differently, derailing all the work that you've done. That shouldn't fall on you as the individual. I think there's just too many outside forces, especially when you get into larger companies, that it's not fair, and I think it needs to change. So, long story short, not even gonna entertain this one for the most part. Um, Housing coordinator. So, handling prompts 60 inbound calls. Now, blanket manager. Okay, meals a day. That's a lot. So, what's the pay on this? Yeah. So you're handling anywhere from 160 to 210 contacts a day. So we're gonna say. So let's break this down. And again, also to add to this, that basically there's other work that you're doing. So at where was that pay? I saw that pay. It was like $20. Yeah, 20 to 22. So at the high end, if you're doing $22 an hour, so if you're doing, let's say 210 divided by 8 hours, you're taking roughly about 26 contacts an hour. You're being paid less than $1 an hour to handle contacts. Because if you're making 22, so we do 22 divided by 26.25, you're making 83 cents for every call that you take. And and that's beyond any of the other work you're doing. So you're spending, so you're making 83 cents for every call. I mean, it comes out to $22, but let's say that call saves or makes the company $1,000, or there's a retention play. I'm not sure what this company does entirely, but what are you being like? What's the benefit in there? So they basically say that every call you take is only worth 83 cents, um, which is crazy. because that customer could be doing a lot more. So I'm sure there's way more into it, and probably, most people are like, it's kind of a dumb way of looking at it, but it's kind of where I'm at. So I'm gonna skip that one. Sprocket Sports. All right, nothing. Okay, I mean, up to 60,000. Who knows what that actually entails? Um, I love this. Certified Great Place to Work in 2024. I have a video on this, and well, first off, did they make it for the 2025? Why is that? But these great places to work, it's you as a company sign up for it. You designate time for your employees to take this survey, and it's only existing employees. So you're not even reaching out to anybody that left the company, or was let go, to kind of find out, like, hey, is it really a great place to work? Because obviously, those that work there, I will say this: a lot of times you're told that these surveys and things like that are very much um, anonymous, but there have been instances within, um, you know, large company, kind of state of the company meetings, so they do the large one, where I call them the question if they're anonymous, because there's certain things they say where you're like, wait a minute. Or even in small groups, you're just like, wait, um, why? So I take this with a grain of salt. Um, Everyone's got a great culture at their job. Everyone does things great. Everyone's got a ping pong table. Everyone's got this. What I want respect. I want loyalty from my employer. So, just like when things get hard on my end, so as an employee, if my personal life gets difficult, I have to separate my personal life from my business life, and I can't let the two kind of overlap. But as an employer, if things just start to get a hint of difficult, or maybe difficult, but a way to save money is to kind of sell out your employees, like, you do it. So yeah, it's just kind of where I'm at, but not a point. Mainly kind of because of that now, but also the 60 grand isn't worth it. I don't see a pay on this one, so we're gonna skip it. I do about 3 pages total. It's kind of where I stop. So I have few pages to go through. So I still have this one here, and then if we'll kind of look at the job hunt tracker and see if there's anything new on there. But so far, not a lot of jobs saved. 27. So that's not all. Customer service rep at S&J Plumbing. No, because I can guarantee they probably don't pay great. Oh, actually, that's better than I thought it would be. So, yeah, we'll save it. I'm surprised because at 35 times 40 times 52, still making 72 at the high end. So let's hit save. Very surprised by that, because I would have expected something low, something not worth it at all. Okay, so now we're here. Yeah, $17 an hour, forget it. Let's be honest here. I do think frontline agents should be making at least, they should probably be making what a manager's making. And the reason I say that is, managers have their role, right? They have to basically lead a team and make sure everyone's doing what they're doing, and mentor and all that stuff. But I would say that, yes, the manager role can be stressful for certain reasons, but being a frontline agent sucks. You have to deal with customers, and we've all been, we're customers, we're all consumers, we've all had to call customer support, we've all been upset with the company, we've all been like, hey, this sucks, this, that, and the other. So there's definitely that, and a lot of times it's not an easy job. But I know everyone's like, well, it's entry level, it doesn't take skill. But being a customer service rep, I think, does take skill. I think I think not everyone can do customer service. I think that um, you can be taught a product, but you can't be taught how to be a good customer service person because either you can do it or you can't. So that means like either you're naturally good at it or you're good enough to fake it to make it seem like you're good at it. And I do truly think that with AI, I think AI will replace majority of frontline agents. I think it's going to replace a lot of middle management. I think it's going to cut that out. But I think what you're going to get back though is you're going to get a you're going to get back to a customer service era where the person like on the phone, the one you're calling to get help from, actually knows the product, actually has customer service skills, and provides an experience that is way better than it is currently. Because most of the time, it's just a joke when you're talking to customer service. I mean, part of my job that I was let go from was listening, and sometimes it just isn't good. But sometimes you have great experiences. So, but yes, long story short, I think $17 an hour is way too low. I think most frontline agents should be making in the higher 20s, if not lower 30s. But, maybe starting pay is 25, never 17. All right, that's my rant on that. Um, so nope, I don't want to work for that. It's too low, too low. So for the most part, all right, so I saved 5 jobs. That's pretty good, actually. So most of these are 2016. Um, so it's like this. So this is Jewel. It's a grocery store. They pay their front end people anywhere from 1460 to 1645. So this person is making the same as somebody answering the phones. And I think what a grocery person does is I work grocery, so it's not hard, but it's not easy either. But we're putting two things where I'm going to scan these things or I'm going to bag, and that's on level of I have to learn a product in and out so that when a customer asks me something and go from there. So it becomes a question of why it's almost like we've designated things as entry level and we pay it that way. It's just like, oh, that's entry level because you're going to start there. But why do we have to pay it that way? Just because it's a starting level doesn't mean that that's where it should be. Um, that, but that's just kind of how things have become. So, all right, that's page 3 on this. So we're done with that one. All right, so here, let's see. We'll probably run into a handful of the same jobs here. So like this one, probably the one that I saw before. Yeah, 20 to 30. 30's low. I would much rather be higher than that. So this is experience coordinator. So, all right. So let's talk about a few things here. This is funny. Customer experience coordinator. Right off the bat, that strikes me as like leadership, if not director level. I think it's kind of funny that that's not how this comes off here at $30 an hour. Because in my eyes, like coordinator just has a different tone to it. But this is basically just a frontline person. But at 30, not really worth it. So we saw this Asset Watch one. These are I just skip. I don't trust those. Stay online. We saw this one. American College of Lifestyle Medicine. What does that mean? Okay, work close senior manager customer experience. Yeah, pays kind of low. I do not want to work in there. So booking vacations, do not want to do that. Customer service 3. customer service 3. Basically, you're starting off, so it's a contract, so that's number 1. Number 2 is so 3, implying that there's a 2 and a 1 below this. So you're 3 and you're making 21.45. I don't know. I'll look and see what it means. But when I read this, I'm like, that's kind of crazy. So the 2, what does the service 1 and service 2 make? Because that means like that pays even lower. I would expect to be up closer to $30 when you're service 3. Also, I think I'm also kind of a advocate that a lot of times I do think that these frontline, like when you start moving up the ranks, like level 1, 2, 3 within customer support, I do think it should try to as frequently as possible be internal, because if you're a level 3, you should have the experience that you know the product and you know the processes like the back of your hand. So when you come in as a fresh person, and I worked at a company that did this, where they brought people in during our peak season to kind of help out in our tier 2 level, and it never worked out. They never maintained, they never lasted long enough, and they never got to a point where they would be offered a full-time job. So it's just funny to me when I see this service 3. And like, I mean, I'm not saying people can't do it, but I just feel like entering in from the outside, you got to work 3 times harder. But at this pay point, it's not. At this pay point, and not knowing if you would even be hired on full time, it'd be a big gamble for me to do. So customer service here. There's not much here for me to go on, so I'm gonna skip it. So then we have Pleasanton. I always get nervous with this. So it says remote, but it also has a city and state. So I'm wondering if it's like you have to live in the city and state, but it's still remote. So that would be interesting. So let's see. Am I ready to change the future of kidney stone treatment? I'm I'm wondering as a customer service specialist, you're gonna do that. Like, never had one, but I'm curious on how I have any play in changing the kidney stone treatment process with that, outside of talking to somebody about it. So I'm not just gonna skip this one. I think it's again, it's just companies trying to be fancy with their words and stuff like that. Downers Grove is too far for me. That pay is too low. I do not want to do that. It just sounds like I'm being super picky, doesn't it? So customer experience, that pays low. I'm not ready to book hotels, entry level work from anywhere. That tells me that this is probably contract. It's an agency, so they're, yeah. I don't think I'm finding very much on this one. Tyrant CNC, nope. Well, actually, what is this? It's service. So there's no pay for me to go on. But I'm gonna save it for now. I'm gonna come back. I have if CNC is what I think it is, I have family that work on CNC machines, things like that. So we'll see what ends up happening. Not seeing much here. Okay, so this pays pretty good. So what does this do? So client relations team lead, revenue retention. See, this is just too much for me. I'm done with the rat race. Pays a little low. All right, we'll go to page 2. What is with booking vacations? Like, I don't get it. I don't get any of it. Okay, Dollar Tree, Dollar Tree, Dollar Tree, Uline. Pays a little low. I barely can speak English well. Oof. Last paid, Dollar Tree. What's this? Self-paying customer clinical health. Okay. Oh, what does this do? All right, so everything looks like that's pretty much it there. Okay. So I got about the 30-minute mark. I have about 6 jobs I think I will have to do a deep dive and apply to. So that is something I will do off screen. So for the meantime, I'm gonna switch over to gaming. So I will be back after I get that set up. All right, and back. So now I will we're gonna jump right into some Silent Hill. So basically, I'm not even sure where I left off. I don't get to play as frequently as I thought I would, but yeah, fun times here. So we're just gonna jump right into it. Just want to make sure the volume works. So hopefully you can hear the game. And it doesn't look like, is any of the audio coming in? Ooh, I think there's something going on with the audio of the game. I had this problem before. All right, I'm just trying to figure out the audio here. I never have a stream that goes smooth. So, why is there no audio on this? Why? I'm just trying to figure out the audio here. I never have a stream that goes. So we're gonna get double the voice. I had my, what do you call it on? Trying to figure out if there was any volume, but, huh. So everything looks good. I was also having an issue with my Elgato before because of this. This is the problem I was having. Where things are not working as they should. So you're gonna lose game here for a second. But no, it is working because the volume's going there. So it's definitely just something with my setup. So audio, bear with me a moment here. I had this problem last time, and yeah. So you guys are going on a little road trip with me here. Go figure. Because it should just pick up. All right, so let me think this through. Okay, so it should be picking up my audio, and it's not. And I don't know why. Great. Great. I just want to play a game. Nope, that's none of those. We're gonna cancel this. We don't want that. We want that. Okay. Okay, so is that working now? Is that working? Nope, it's still not. I went through a whole thing to try and get this to work. And now I just look silly. So what should it be? We're about to I'm just gonna unplug and think about to lose everything here. Plug that back in and see if that fixes the issue. Sometimes that works. And you'll get the no signal. There it is. Okay, that's what is happening here? Technical difficulties. Great. Okay, so monitor off. Is that working yet? No. So you're still, I don't think you're getting any audio. Okay. All right. All right, remove that. Yes. Okay, we're gonna, where was I doing this before? All right, I will be right back. Oh, I think I know what's going on. I know what's going on. All right. Now that should work. I didn't have myself muted when I was streaming, so. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There we go. All right, back at it. So now, I need to remember where I was now that I got this working, and go from there. So 1 second, and then we're going to start this right up. Okay. Yeah, I forget that my headset default is the audio, and it instead of being on the TV. So there's this in C3 to save. So let's go. Oh, because I use the element. I'm just going to go through every. Oh, that's right. I see the rifle. Let's see. We're going to go through every door. And do what needs to be done here. to jump out of there, but if I didn't see 3, C4 block, there's oh, that's her. It's about the
Yeah. Where is that girl?
Any and all help from anyone that has any idea what's going on. I want to know where this rifle's at. Or shotgun, sorry, shotgun. What was I looking at? I gotta find some wristbands, medical bands.
They are beyond hope. That's what they keep telling me. My 3 patients. My 3 hopeless cases. But I do not believe it to be a matter of hope. It is a matter of diligence, discipline, trial and error, of being as bold as one can be, to go as far as one needs to. I will find what it is that truly ails them, and I will cure them.
So quiet. Everything's up. Who would want that? Where are these speakers? Symptoms, sensory delusions, fun times, force feeding and hydration. It's all on the map now. That's a lot of puzzles. That's the key that thing's holding. I've never played the original. Really need Mr. Van. You shall receive. But I need that. Map guy. He's moving the maps a lot. Okay. Is there something that's happening here? This is the second time that it's kind of done. Nothing's like popping up on my screen. I really need the shot. What are you pulling the pet needle for? Oh. Yes. I'm not sure how I got those first two shots on. Sad part is the funny part is I knew that was happening. Should we stand still for some more? And I'll go back down. Wrong. Okay, so push that some more. It's on the outside of the door, isn't it? Over here with it. Poor thing hasn't said a word. It sounded like I heard whimpering. Before we go that way, what is this way? We thought this was a good idea. First floor. Definitely getting a lot of that. Oh. Okay, that's bracelet. Why do they keep me in here with him? Like, what keeps happening here? Am I gonna... Ooh, I gotta go to the doctor's lounge, but how do I get to the doctor's lounge? E. Must be... through here. I can't get to you. So I gotta go back. Still no key to get through there, which kind of sucks. Which is probably that doctor's key. Up. This is where I followed that.
Hey, are you okay?
Go away!
Don't be afraid, I just want to talk.
Yeah. Smart girl. Oh, mother. You're fired. I got a little cocked because I hadn't gotten hit in a while. Pipe. We have some steps up there. There we go. First. Patient transferred observation. All right. Alright, so there's number somewhere. Alright, move to L1. Okay, that one's done. This is patient. This one, okay. So. Alright. Where is the passcode at? What is the passcode? Was she writing it down? Do I have to go up? It's the roof house. I missed. It's like everything else. Alright, alright. Still do not know. I feel like never mind. What's the... I'm so confused. Oh. One up ward, okay. Looks like the file was completed. Okay. Alright, so I gotta find more of those. A lot of puzzles in this file. There it is. Okay, so let's move this down here. This goes right up here. That goes there. So there's one more. Oh, that's how you get the passcode. Okay, so there's another thing I need to get then. Okay. This one. So I need to go to. And so, how do I get to that? It looks like the file is as send this to somebody. I do not need to do that, but that's fine. 1F inner ward key. So let's go to the first floor now. that cute for? I see why they give me a lot of energy or health. I get so many text messages. There we go. Somebody's here. Definitely being generous with animals around this area. There's no. There is something. Search service was took place in the facility. Wonder what's gonna happen here soon. Keypad combination. Okay. Okay, I figured they're giving me more help. Okay, so that's done. Really, it's just the shower room that I can't get in yet. And my guess is I can't get through that door either up here. Right? It's probably locked. Probably could unlock it from the other side. Oh. Elevator? Doesn't work. I'm not supposed to go. So run. Any toilet bowl ammo or help? Nope. Yum. Whatever my guess is that I'm gonna have to go in there and grab some. Okay, it's, you know, so the mold remover gets rid of it for a while, but then break it all down if we have to. Oh, all the bugs go away. TV, back to the game. Alright, break. participated in that Warp Dude, or whatever that thing's called. Sink shotgun shells. What is the mold? That mold spray, but just nothing to do with it. Okay, so I thought I went in here. Yeah, I took the soup. I think Alright, anyways. Okay, so I have to go outside. Probably should use the syringe, but I'm gonna risk it. What the?
Ah!
Alright, it's back. Like that. So there's a key somewhere. tube? What is that for? Not what I was thinking I'd find. Let's go. That's good. Oh, what? Okay, so that's the drain. Is the medical tube used for the drain? I don't even know now. Like, behind the tube? See? I can solve problems. You give me a job. Go straight and yeah. Fastest cool train ever. Take the long one. Yeah, better. Alright, so that's done, drain's done. Floor number 2 to the keypads. Let's get to second floor. So diagonal there. Already don't like this. Someone's a poet. Oh, I got it. I keep forgetting to combine stuff in this. So 4, 37, 12, 4, 37, 12, 4, 37. Bones? Okay, so now that I have that, I'm going to go to... Okay, so now I need to go to floor... Up. Down. There we go. Trial and error on that. It was probably something I was supposed to read, but. Tractor store. Same soup. Where am I supposed to go? Okay, storage room key. Restroom exam for hydrotherapy. Generator storage. Since oh, here. That's the save button. So 1, 2. Okay, so now I gotta figure this out. Okay, let's get this up here. So where is the where's the passcode? Something like this, right? Oh, let me arrange these a little bit better. So this is go. What did that actually do? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's a passcode for the safe that I don't know. And I'm not really sure where to is it just this? That wouldn't make any sense. So X-ray scribble note. I don't know.
is a matter of diligence, discipline, trial and error, of being as bold as one can be, to go as far as one needs to. I will find what it is that truly ails them, and I will cure them.
There's something I'm missing, so I didn't do. So, I wonder if that is the same as the city. So 9-2 is triangle H. Let's just do this real arrow up. I know that's something. So arrow, circle, dot, arrow, circle, dot. Arrow, circle, dot. And 71. So, horns and word circle. Sure if you can do. So straight ahead, take a lot. Bad feeling. Outside. I really do not want to do this, but I have to. So just, it is what it is. Or it is what it isn't, I guess. No map. $13 on 29. side now. Okay. It's so funny that there's rabbits in this and... Okay, can't. Weird. Bit of a hiccup there, couldn't do anything with that. Hydrotherapy. Set me up for a boss fight. Head room. Why does he keep doing that? No, I understand. Okay.
Laura?
How do you know my name?
Eddie told me.
That big, fat blabbermouth.
Laura. Why do you keep running away from me? And how do you know about Mary?
I just do. What's the big deal?
Why can't you just tell me?
You gonna yell at me if I don't?
No. I won't. Please, just... I need to know.
Mary's my friend. We met at the hospital last year.
Stop lying! Laura, I'm sorry.
Fine, don't believe me. See if I care.
Hey!
Let go.
I'm sorry, Laura, but I can't let you just run around this place. You might get hurt.
Hurt by what?
Look, just stay with me, okay? This is no place for a kid.
Fine. But there's something I gotta get.
Laura,
It's important.
what is it?
A letter. For Mary.
What?
I hid it. In there.
You sure this is where you left it?
It's in the back. Behind an old pipe.
Okay, wait here.
Oh, she tricked me.
Laura?
Haha!
Open the door, Laura.
Why should I? I'm a liar, right? Want me to open it? Huh? Do ya?
Laura, open this door right now.
What's the magic word?
Laura!
Nope, that's not it. I guess I won't open it.
Get me out of here, you rat!
In your dreams, fart face.
Laura, please open the door. There's something in here.
Sure there is. A big lying fart face. See a fart face?
Laura! Laura!
Another one.
James. James. James.
Okay. They can be fixed. I will take all the heals.